Gears of War E-Day is a new adventure coming to us from developer The Coalition that was first officially revealed during the Xbox Game Showcase back in 2024. The upcoming third-person shooter is a prequel to the original game, which first landed on the Xbox 360 back in 2006. While Gears of War E-Day is the sixth entry in the Gears of War series, it's actually taking us back to the events before the first game, Gears of War, aka one of the best shooters of all time. We'll be seeing series mainstays Marcus and Dom back in action as they deal with the brutal attack on humanity during Emergence Day. While news has been pretty sparse for E-Day, we do know that it's being developed on Unreal Engine 5 and that it's confirmed to be part of the lineup of new games coming out in 2026. We're also expecting to hear some kind of update soon. Perhaps more news will drop in a few months now that Gears of War Reloaded has been released. Set 14 years before the original Gears of War, Gears of War E-Day will take us on a journey through the most important day in Gears of War lore. With Marcus and Dom set to star, we already know this new PC game will be an emotional one. The Gears of War E-Day release date window is set for 2026, as confirmed by the Xbox Wire blog following the Xbox Game Showcase. There's also speculation it could launch in November 2026 to coincide with the Gears of War anniversary. While it was originally thought to land in 2025, the Coalition confirmed the prequel will be landing in 2026, with an Xbox Wire post recapping the Xbox Game Showcase 2025, which saw Phil Spencer close the show by highlighting Xbox's 25th anniversary, with the exciting proclamation that, in 2026, Xbox players will celebrate a quarter century of Xbox with a new Fable, the next Forza, and, crucially, Gears of War E-Day. The release window of 2026 was confirmed by multiple sources. An update to the official Gears of War X account included the line, "Reloaded launches August 26th. Emergence begins 2026. While the exact release date has not been announced, fans have speculated that November 2026 could be possible, coinciding with the series' anniversary. We're still awaiting word on a concrete release date to follow the new 2026 launch window. Unfortunately, there was no new news from Gamescom 2025. But don't worry, we're keeping our eyes peeled for further updates. Gears of War E-Day will be available on PC and Xbox Series X and S. The upcoming game will also be included on day one as part of Xbox Game Pass, so it's a great time to revisit all the past games in the series now, so you don't have to worry about any catch-up when the title finally arrives. Gears of War has always been an Xbox exclusive title, but Microsoft Gaming CEO Phil Spencer has stated that we may be seeing more Xbox exclusives launch on Switch and PlayStation thanks to a multi-platform strategy. So fingers crossed that we are wrong, and that Gears of War E-Day eventually makes its way to PS5 and PS5 Pro gamers. Pre-orders for Gears of War E-Day are not open. The game can be wishlist on Steam and will be available on Xbox Game Pass at launch. It will release on Xbox Series X and S and PC. If you're wondering if Gears of War E-Day is a prequel, yes it is. In fact, it's set 14 years before the original action game and will star younger versions of both Marcus Phoenix and Dom Santiago, with both John DiMaggio and Carlos Ferro reprising the roles. The story will take place during Emergence Day and see our heroes having to face the Locust Horde, a race of genetically altered humans. In case you need a lore refresher, Emergence Day is a full-scale and coordinated planet-wide assault on Sera. It took place only a few weeks after the Pendulum Wars ended, a devastating conflict that claimed millions of lives and left the environment of Sera in shambles. Basically, Sera was in a weak position, and Emergence Day was everyone's worst nightmare come to life. E-Day also signaled the start of the Locust War in the Gears of War timeline. In terms of the Locust Horde, we got a brief description of them thanks to a post on Xbox Wire. The baddies of the upcoming story are labeled as subterranean monsters who are grotesque and relentless as they erupt from below, laying siege on humanity itself. Gears of War E-Day is the first new mainline entry since Gears 5 in 2019. It is being described as an origin story and has been positioned as a major release for both the series and Xbox. Cliff Bleszinski, who created the franchise, commented in a 2023 interview that the trailer for E-Day captured the essence of what made Gears impactful. He said that the music and callbacks, such as to the Maria storyline, resonated strongly with fans. While we haven't seen any gameplay footage just yet for Gears of War, we do know that the upcoming shooter will slightly differ from recent titles in the series. There is going to be a great emphasis on the horror aspect of the story, in some aspects taking us back to the roots of the series itself, as confirmed by creative director Matt Searcy during an interview with IGN. Now, of course, the series that defined a lot of third-person shooters made today will be still a third-person shooter. However, a post on Xbox Wire has also said that the Coalition is working to recreate and improve the series' trademark third-person action with new technology. You'll still be charging between cover in life or death situations during the game's campaign. However, we may see tweaks and innovations in how the team weaves storytelling into all the action. The game is being developed on Unreal Engine 5, and we're still waiting on confirmation regarding multiplayer settings. More updates are expected to be shared as we move further into 2026. While the Gears of War franchise is well known for its surprisingly emotional and undoubtedly bloody shooter campaigns, you can also always count on an equally intense multiplayer component. While neither Microsoft nor the Coalition have detailed much of anything about this so far, both co-op and competitive multiplayer has been confirmed for this exciting prequel entry. Gears of War E-Day recounts the response to Emergence Day, the day when the Locust Horde appeared from beneath the surface of the planet Sera, wiping out over a quarter of the human population in the first 26 hours as it sought to colonize the overworld. The denizens of Sera itself had barely begun to recover from the Pendulum Wars, a bitter, 80-year-long power struggle over the planet's fuel source, Emulsion, which had ended just 6 months earlier. We can't imagine a worse year, to be honest. As creative director Matt Searcy tells Xbox Wire in a June 2024 interview, the Coalition opted to go back to E-Day because it's the moment it all comes together. It's the heart of the Gears universe. Everything that happens is shaped by this day. While mowing down drones has historically been simple work in Gears, we can see from both the trailer and lore depictions that even the bottom of the Locust food chain were terrifying entities at first. In E-Day, the Locust are the monsters under the bed, Searcy explains. What would happen to the people of Sera in seeing this overwhelming army of monsters and trying to figure out, what are you going to do? If you're expecting any sort of happiness during E-Day, don't. Having quickly established dominance over Sera's major cities, the Locust made organizing resistance incredibly difficult. For over a year after the initial invasion, the Locust won battle after battle, stockpiling equipment as they conquered. That was until they, as well as millions of civilians who couldn't make it to the city of Jacinto, got orbitally blasted by the mass Hammer of Dawn strikes ordered by Chairman Prescott. While specific story beats for the game haven't been confirmed, there's plenty from the body of published works out there, as well as in-game lore drops to go from. Our current bet is that E-Day will begin with the major battle in Kelowna, and will conclude with the Hammer of Dawn strikes that began to turn the tides at a horrific cost. Should this be the case, then we can imagine there'll be time skips here and there throughout the first year post-E-Day, offering up snapshots as humanity struggles to find a way to survive.